Bear with me, Akim. I'm trying to, set the camera up and stuff. Just make sure y'all can see me. Okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Alrighty. I'm about to go ahead and get into it. But like the title says, time is up. Alright. And we're gonna get into prophecies that's coming to pass. Alright, and current prophecies that's happening now. Alright. But before we do that, we're gonna turn and face the east, which is this way. We're gonna give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakodash. Double honors to my elder apostles, Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and honors and salutations to the Akim of Great Millstone, pushing his truth throughout the four corners of the earth in these last days. Shalom. Alright, and the title of this video is Shalom, Akim Shalom. And the title of this video is Time is Up. Alright, and we're gonna go get into it. Alright. And I got a couple precepts lined up, and we're gonna speak on, current events and stuff like that. Alright. About to go to Isaiah. Isaiah, the 2nd chapter. And this is my second time going live, so it will go smoother than this. Alright. But this Isaiah chapter 2, and from the top, it says, the word that Isaiah the son of Amos saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains. Alright, what is that talking about? That's talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, the Israelites, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Alright, which we had that falling away first. Alright, let's get that right quick. I'm gonna hold this and get Jeremiah. Bear with me, Akim. Falling away first. Let me see. Okay. Well, let me get it on my phone then. Shit. Alright. I'm about to get that falling away first real quick. I thought it had it in Mark. We gonna get it though. Okay. Alrighty. This in this 2nd Thessalonians 2 and 3, which is backing up Isaiah the 2nd chapter. Alright. Talking about the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Alright, Judah and Israel. Judah talking about the southern kingdom. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Alright, in the northern kingdom talking about the northern Israelites. Alright. Known as the Latinos and Native American Indians, so-called, all right, because that's not your real names. You go by the 12 tribes of Israel, all right. You are Israelites, Hebrew Israelites, all right. And let me bring it up close. That's about good. All right. This This 2nd Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that's talking about the Israelites. All right, that woman that was chased in the wilderness in Revelation. That's talking about Israel. All right, you know, we was kicked out of our homeland in 70 A.D. All right, and we spread in parts of Europe, West Africa, all right, and parts of South Africa as well. All right, but mainly on that West Coast. All right, and ultimately the North Atlantic slave trade. All right, and when that North Atlantic slave trade happened, that's when we completely. That's that falling away first. That's when we completely lost who we were as Hebrew Israelites. All right. And after 70 AD, that's what you know as the Dark Ages, all right, or the Byzantine time, or the Holy Roman Empire, all right. That's when you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans was ruling, all right, which the blacks was ruling the so-called Negroes, all right, which had control of Europe and Africa during that time. And the Northern Kingdom had control of where is now America, which the Northern Kingdom was on this side, and the Southern Kingdom was on this side. All right, and it tells you that, I believe, in the 2 Kings, the 10th chapter, when the Northern Kingdom came over here before it was called America. All right, so let's read it again. It says, 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there come a falling away first. All right, so that already happened. You know, us so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who are Israelites, we fell off from who we are. All right, and they tell you that in Baruch, the 2nd chapter, the 30th verse, that in the land of their captivity, they're gonna come back into the remembrance of who they are. And you see that today. And it says, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, who is this talking about? It's talking about Esau, Edom. All right, being revealed in his time, being the so-called white man. All right, and we're revealing all his diabolical plans that he got for you Israelites. All right, his new world order, the RFID chip, the mark of the beast. All right, we're exposing all that. All right, that's why you're gonna have the Esau's gonna come with the insurrection against the men of the Lord. Now let's go back to Isaiah, the 2nd chapter, and it says, Isaiah 2 and 2, and it shall come to pass in the last days. Salakia. Somebody called me. And it says, Isaiah 2 and 2, and it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow into it. All right, so before that happened, Yahushua is going to return. He's going to take down these other nations. All right, in the midst of World War III. These nations, World War III is prophesied to happen. So in the midst of World War III, you know, Yahushua and the host of the angels, they're going to crack those clouds. All right, and they're going to take down these armies, these different countries, all right, and take them out of power. And the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shah, is going to put his people back on top. All right, like in I think that's 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter. All right, when it talks about Jacob and Esau. All right, and Jacob held Esau by the heel. That's representing that we're going to take them down. All right, because the Israelites were the battle axe of Yahweh Shema Shah. He's going to use us, you know, to enslave these other nations. All right, we're going to break these other nations down. They're going into slavery. All right, beginning with Esau, the so-called white man, on down to the other nations. All right, Moab, the Chinese. All right, Ammon, Japanese, so on and so on. Because why? They're confederate against us. These other nations are in league with this beast. All right, and it goes into that in Psalms the 80. I want to say the 83rd chapter. All right, let's keep reading, and it says, verse 3. Isaiah 2 and 3, and many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the God of Jacob, Yahweh Bashmal Shah. All right, and I'm gonna get the next precept. Let me get the next one. It's in Jeremiah. And this basically like a sit down, but I'm gonna just start going live instead of just doing like a 20-minute video. Six. All right, and this Jeremiah 46 and 1. And you can see you see everything, you see the prophecies unfolding. All right, you see everything going on. You know, gas prices going up. All right, with Russia and Ukraine, you see all that going on. All right, all these is leading up to the day of the Lord, which is ultimately those ICBM missiles being shot. Those ICBM missiles being shot on Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, because these other nations, these other kings of the earth, they sick and tired. They sick and tired of Babylon the Great America. All right, and every decision, you know, that the king of Babylon is making is leading them more and more to the day of the Lord. All right. You know, Joe Biden is the perfect candidate to weaken, you know, further weaken the head of Babylon the Great. All right, like that precept where it says the where's, well, I'm gonna have to find it, where it talks about their wise men. It's in Obadiah. I'm gonna have to find it. But this Jeremiah 46 and 1, it says, the word of the Lord which came to Jeremiah the prophet against the Gentiles. Wait, Slaki, this is the wrong one, Slaki. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had read the wrong one. Yeah, I had read the wrong one in Isaiah. Slaki. I'm gonna come back to this one. Yeah, it was 2 and 12. All right. You know, mistakes happen. Mistakes happen. All right. Isaiah 2 and 12. For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. All right, and what's a part of that day of the Lord? Jacob's trouble, you know. And you see like movies like Bird Box, other movies. What's a good movie? Well, you know, basically those end of the world movies where they show the UFOs and all that. You know, Esau know what's going on. Esau know the ending is near. All right, that doomsday. All right, and what they about to be brought low. Esau, you about to be brought low. 2/3 of our people about to be brought low. All right, because 2/3 of our people are a part of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, being anti-Christ, anti-Mashiach. To be a 2/3, that means you're against the Lord. You're against the Lord and the men of the Lord. All right. You're against the Bible. You're against the all 613 commandments. All right, you love Esau's society and the way he run things, which is wicked. The scriptures tell you is no upright, is no clean way in him. All right, just check his track record. All right, and it says and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all the oaks of Bashan. All right, let me see. Oh, is it on that? I'm gonna jump to Jeremiah. And like the title of the video, time is up. Time is up. All right. This Jeremiah 46 and 10. All right. For this is the day of the Lord, power Yahweh Shemel Shah of hosts, a day of vengeance, and that he may avenge him of his adversaries. All right, and that lines up in Psalms 110 chapter. All right, when David said, the Lord said unto my Lord, all right, sit on my right side until I make thy enemies thy footstool. All right, so you got Yahweh, big brother, sit in the heavens. He can't wait to come down here, And it says, and I'm gonna reread it. For this is the day of the Lord of the Lord power of hosts, Yahweh Shemel Shah, a day of vengeance, that he may avenge him of his adversaries. All right, and who is his adversaries? All right, Esau, Edom, and the other nations, the heathen nations. Why? Because they touch the apple of the Lord's eye, his people. You other nations are guilty of messing with the Israelites. All right, oppressing the Israelites. And it says, and the sword shall devour, and it shall be satiate and made drunk with their blood. And that represents judgment, death. All right, that's what's coming to you, other nations. Via World War III, and when the Lord returns. All right, because those chairs going to have laser beams that's going to be destroying you people. All right, that's why the Lord said, the Lord Yahweh Shai is going to take vengeance, and he will not meet thee as a man. All right, and it says, for the Lord power of hosts have a sacrifice in the north country by the river of Euphrates. All right, and that's no different than today in North America. All right, by the Mississippi River. The Mississippi River is like the Euphrates. All right, and it talks about the north country. Let me get that. It's in Jeremiah. It's in Jeremiah. Out the land of the north. All right. Speaking on that whirlwind. Okay. It's in Jeremiah the 16th chapter. Speaking on that whirlwind, which you about to get. All right. Because it's no coincidence that the Lord is going to make a great deliverance out of the land of the north. All right. Come on now. 15, 12. All right. This Jeremiah, this Jeremiah 16, Jeremiah 16 and 14. All right. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. All right, which Egypt means the land of bondage. All right, so we know the Lord already did that, you know. But it's another deliverance that the Lord about to make. All right, out of Babylon. That's why in Matthew where it says, well the eagles are gathered, roughly paraphrasing, where the eagles are gathered, there's the carcass. All right, the carcass represent Israel, and the eagles represent the chariots, the angels. All right. That's why you see so many so-called UFO sightings, which we know those are the chariots of Yahweh Shema Shah. All right, but you constantly seeing chariots, you know, in the skies. All right. Whenever you see natural disasters, you know, death and stuff like that, you see the chariots over there, because the angels are making this happen. The angels are making this war happen. You know, the Lord mustered the host of the battle, and I also tell you, in Psalms, the angels encamp around about him that fear Yahweh Shema Shah. So the angels are protecting the men of the Lord. All right, and that's something else I wanted to go into too. You know, part of the title, time is up. All right, that grace period is about to be up as well. Let me get this quick precept. I'm gonna come back to this one, but let me get this quick precept. This let me see. This Amos chapter 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord power, Yahweh Shema Shah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord. All right, so the time coming where and the Passover just happened. All right, you know, so the time coming where you're not about to see the prophets no more. You know, you're not about to see us on the internet, on the Urim and the Thummim. You're not about to see us on the highways and byways. You know, because we're gonna be pilgrims on the earth, or during Jacob's trouble. And if you don't know what the word pilgrim means, you can look it up. All right, but we're gonna be pilgrims in that day. You know, so that grace period of Yahweh Shema Shah is closing. Noah's Ark is closing. All right, spiritually speaking. So back to Jeremiah 16 and 14. Well, 15. All right, Jeremiah 16 and 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north. All right, why does it say that? All right, cause you got the Israelites in the land of the north. You got the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom in the land of the north. All right, the Israelites, all 12 tribes of Israel. We scattered. We scattered all through the four corners of the earth, everywhere. All right, hold on. But that great deliverance going to come out of that land of the north. It's going to come out of America, which is Babylon the Great. All right. And why is that? Because Babylon the Great is prophesied to get hit by ICBM missiles, that lake of fire, via World War III. So the Lord don't want the whole elect to be a part of that lake of fire. All right. But we know 2/3 of our people that's still in that north, they're going to get hit with that lake of fire. them ICBM missiles, right along with the heathens and the wicked, Esau, Edom. All right. Go to this chapter. I'm going to read some more of it. All right, this Amos 8 and 12. All right, and they shall wander from sea to sea and from the north even to the east, and they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. All right, and that's what's going to happen. You people going, 2/3 going to try to, y'all going to try to take it serious in that day. You're going to try to, oh, what's the name of the Lord again? You 2/3, it's going to be too late. You know, you can't, the Lord already know who the Hophi elect is, you know. It's just that the Hophi elect don't know who they are, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got faith. All right. And going back, it says, and we're going to hop into 2nd Ezra too. But this Jeremiah 16 and 15, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he hath driven them. And I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. All right? And that's with an oath. That's with a promise. That's what the Lord said he going to do. And the Lord don't go back on his word. All right? And going back to what I said, we in the land of the north. All right. So, that great deliverance gonna come out of the land of the north. All right. Where those chariots gonna be delivering the men of the Lord up, and Lord willing, I'm a part of that number. All right. Because this place gonna get hit by ICBM missiles. All right. Nuclear missiles. All right. And it says, behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord. Talking about those fishers represent men of the Lord, prophets, seers, teachers. All right. Beginning with the elder apostles of Great Millstone on down to least of us. All right. And it says, and they shall fish them, and after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. All right, so that's going back into that battle axe. Before we get to that point, all right, the Lord got his prophets gathering the Hophi elect up and feeding the Hophi elect with Isaiah 33 and 6. All right, that wisdom, knowledge, understanding, so they can make it, you know. And it says, let me see. All right. That's pretty much it on that one. I'm about to get the next one. All right. This is Ezekiel, yeah. Gotta get it. 30, yeah, Ezekiel 30. This is Ezekiel, the 30th chapter, and the 3rd verse. I don't got no nails. Shit. There you go. Yeah, the 3rd verse. All right. Ezekiel 30 and 3. For the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day, it shall be the time of the heathen. All right, why is that? Because the Lord is going to bring judgment on the heathen. All right, because what they did to the Israelites. All right, the apple of the Lord's eye. Y'all got a lot to pay for. All right, and you got heathens in our land, in Jerusalem. All right, Amalekites. You got the so-called Jewish. Y'all dogs. Y'all heathens. Y'all devils. All right, and y'all help oppress the Israelites. All right, and now your time is coming. Time is up. Your time of ruling is up. All right, this whole dragon, this Babylon the Great, this whole dragon, all right, with the 7 heads, all right, 10 horns, y'all about to be broken down, all right. Your rulership, those crowns represent your power, your rulership. All that's about to be taken away from you, and that's representing America. That's right along with the NATO and the EU. That all represents the dragon. All right, which America is Babylon the Great, also called the virgin daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. All right. Let's see, 30 and 3. Okay. All right. That's it on that one. Get this other one. Got one in Amos. Yeah, Amos. Well, I'm gonna read this one. I'm gonna read this one real quick. All right. The video stopped. Okay, here you go. It's still going. But like I said, time is up, you know. And how do you know time is up? All right. By prophecy. All right. Like in Matthew, where it tells you the heart of them shall wax cold. You seeing that in these last days. Esau is showing his true colors. All right. And Esau about to pounce like a lion. All right. Esau see his days are determined. I'm about to get that. This Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, time is up. Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. So, and that's with every nation, you know, the ancient Babylonian kingdom, the Medo-Persian Empire. All right, the Grecians and the Romans. All right, it's no difference. But here's the difference. The difference is that Babylon the Great, America, is going to be burned by fire, that nuclear fire, that lake of fire, ICBM missiles, World War III. All right, and it says Job 14 and 5. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. All right. Let me see if we got more. Okay, that's it. That's it. All right. So it's a time to where the Lord got it to where Esau and his whole dragon. All right, because you gotta understand that this is the ancient Roman Empire all over again. All right, but it's just more divided. It's separate, unlike how it used to be in the ancient Roman Empire. All right, these different Edomite nations, or these different Edomite nations, all right, or kingdoms or countries, however you want to say it, they make up the they're the modern Roman Empire, all right, which form this dragon, the NATO and the EU, all right, which the NATO stands for North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the EU, the European Union, all right. And who is that about? All right, who's in charge? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, which that's predominantly that's talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Salakia Akim, I got chest burn like a motherfucker. But that's talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Yes, you got other nations that's confederate, and they're in league with Esau. All right, League are in league with Esau. All right, and ruling over the earth. All right. So let's go back. It was 5 and 14, 18. Okay. All right. This Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. All right. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. All right, a good example would be like a Bird Box. All right, you know, they was troubled on every side. It's more movies that I can't really think about right now. Trying to see if I can think of one. That's the only one that really come to mind. All right, that I remember. But there's other movies I done watch where it shows, Jacob's trouble, or the end of Esau's world. All right, which you can look up. And let's jump to Revelations. Hold on, let's jump to Revelations. What that is, 19. I think it's 18. Let me see. All right, here you go. All right. This Revelation 19 and 20 on down. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. Who is that talking about? That's talking about a kingdom. That's talking about a wicked kingdom. All right. That's talking about America. And let's continue. And it says, and the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. What does it mean by taken? It's talking about taking out the rulership, taking out the power. All right. and it was already prophesied for America to come back into power, and deceive the whole world as Babylon, or New Babylon, Babylon the Great. All right, the Lord clearly sets a difference between ancient Babylon and modern Babylon. All right, and it says, Revelation 19 and 20, and make sure. Okay, it's 19. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. All right, and that false prophet is the Roman Catholic Church, which they started all these other religions. All right, and it says, and that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. All right, so, and that's part of Esau, so-called white man, his new world order. All right, that new world order. What's the part of the new world order? Taking that RFID chip, the mark of the beast, that microchip. You will be destroyed for taking that microchip in your hand or forehead. All right, and we're about to read that. I gotta see because my phone about to go dead. Let me see. So, there you go. Pull it down. Good. Make sure it's still going. It's not going. Okay, there it goes. It's going. All right. Yeah, my phone on 14%. So, it's Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. All right, which the image represents his laws. All right, and that he pushes forth. All right, Esau's laws, statutes, and commandments. All right, and his way of living. Ultimately. All right, and it says, these both were cast alive into a lake of fire, burning with brimstone. All right, and there's another precept. Hold on. I'm trying to see if this is. I might read this one. Let me see. It's another precept saying the same thing, but I'm going to read this one. This Jude 1 and 7. Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, they do all this in Babylon the Great. The word Babylon is confusion. They do all that over here in America. If you don't know what Sodom and Gomorrah is known for, do your research. And it says, and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication and going after strange flesh, are set forth in example, suffering the vengeance of eternal fire. All right, and this lake of fire is going to be different because this lake of fire is going to be brought by missiles, nuclear powered missiles, ICBM missiles. All right, I'm about to find it. Here you go. I think it's 50 and 40. This Jeremiah. Let's see. Yeah, Jeremiah 50 and 40. All right, ready? This Jeremiah 50 and 40. It says, as Yahweh Shemel Shah overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord, so shall no man abide there, neither shall any son of man dwell therein. Behold, a people shall come from the north, and a great nation, and many kings shall be raised up from the coast of the earth. All right, and let me go up. That's not the part I wanted. Yeah. Damn, my phone about to go dead. That mug draining fast as hell. Make sure it's still going. Okay. Just that word disquiet. It says, make someone worried or uneasy. Your time is up, Esau. Hold on. Disquiet. Make someone worried or uneasy. All right. And you can see that. You see Esau is uneasy. That's why in Revelation 12 chapter, tell you his days by his days being determined. I mean, it's like not being determined. Seeing his days are well, let me get it. I'm getting it mixed up with in Job. But let's read it again. It say disquiet. It makes someone worried or uneasy. Now let's get the precept. We're gonna start at let me see. Might start at 33. Yeah, we're gonna start at 33. Jeremiah 50 and 33. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. All right, as you can see. All right, we both in the land of the north being oppressed together. All right, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go. All right, and we know damn well these other nations, especially Esau, Edom, so-called white man, they not about to let us return back to Jerusalem. They're not about, and that land is polluted. That's why the Lord gonna destroy that land of Israel. All right. Why? Because you got Amalekites over there. You got the Jewish, and they doing all types of wickedness over there. And that shows you that the so-called Jewish, they're not the Israelites, because it's nothing but war. It's nothing but war and wickedness going on, and they not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. So they making themselves a laughing stock. All right. And then you got paintings over there in Europe, all right, showing you who the real Jews are, which are the Negroes. All right, who the real Israelites are, who that land really belongs to. All right. And that's going. I did one of the videos I did a couple of days ago, well, about a week or two ago, where I went into Adolf Hitler, his letter, which he went into that. Adolf Hitler know who the Jews are. All right, which he said in his letter. If you don't know, you can go back to my one of my videos. It's like a couple videos back, or you can look it up on Google. All right, and it says, back to the scripture, and it says, Jeremiah 50 and 34, their Redeemer is strong, the Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause. It says thoroughly, and that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon. All right, and that's what the Lord is going to do. But before the Lord do that, the Lord is going to bring war upon Esau and these other nations. All right, and let's get this right quick. It was Daniel. Bear Malcolm. I might get it on my phone. It got two. It got two of them. I'm gonna get the one in Daniel though. This Daniel. Let me see. Okay. And this goes with the title of the video. The whole point of the video. And I'm gonna have to close out too, cause my hold on. I'm gonna wait till the video start back. All right, my phone on 7, so I'm gonna probably get about 2-3 more precepts and close out. This Daniel, I'm gonna read close up because I want you to hear. This Daniel 4:17. This matter is by the decree of the watchers, the prophets, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, that's plain and simple. Don't need to be broken down. And give of it to whomsoever he will, and set up over it the basis of men, which that basis of men is talking about Esau, Edom, so-called white man. All right, because it tell you in Job how Yahweh Shema Shah put you in the mountains. The Lord cursed Esau and put him in the mountains. Cursed Esau with leprosy, and put you in the mountains. Made you cavemen. All right, over there in Mount Seir. All right, the Caucasus Mountains. All right, Mount Seir, also known as Mount Petra. All right. So what? The Lord ruleth in the kingdom of men. All right, and your time is up, Esau. Let's go back. See where it was. All right, Jeremiah 50:35, and it says, "A sword is upon the Chaldeans, saith the Lord, and upon the inhabitants of Babylon, and upon her princes, and upon her wise men." All right, and what that sword represents death, judgment. All right, which the Lord is going to bring on the nation of Esau, Edom. All right, via World War III. All right, and it says, and that sword also represents those missiles. All right, those ICBM missiles, that nuclear fire, because that's what's going to ultimately, where it talks about dash them to pieces. That's what's going to ultimately, dash these soldiers to pieces, these missiles. You know, because this World War III gonna be a nuclear war. It's not gonna be no. Let me get this one. Get this precept. Here you go. Isaiah 9:5, and Shalom, to the Ak that's watching. But like I say, the title of the video is "Time is Up." All right. This Isaiah 9:5. All right. It says I'm gonna just start at 5. I was gonna start up. Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood. All right, that's old school. That's how it was in the ancient time. In the ancient times, all right. And it says, "But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire." Probably gotta get up close. This Isaiah 9:5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So this World War III, this is the third woe. World War One and World War II already came to pass, but this is the third woe. This gonna be the last World War. And it says, well, I'm gonna read it back here. But for unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given. That's talking about Yahushua. And it says, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful. Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty Power, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. All right, and Yahushua is going to bring peace to the Israelites. All right, not the other nations can't get saved. All right, and we're gonna prove that. We're gonna prove that. Prove all things. Salvation. Here we go. This Jeremiah 3:23. I'll just get it because my phone like on 5%, so I'm gonna get it right here. This Jeremiah 3:23. Truly, let's get up close, because you know these people be dull of hearing. Jeremiah 3:23. Truly in vain is salvation hoped for from the hills and from the multitude of the mountains. It's talking about the other nations. All right. Truly in the Lord our power, Yahweh Bashmal Shah, is the salvation of Israel. Yashar Allah. All right, talking about you Israelites, 12 tribes of Israel. It's not talking about, it's talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who make up the 12 tribes of Israel, being Hebrew Israelites. It's not talking about the other nations. All right. So when you read John 3:16, that world is talking about the Israelites. All right. Which that word goes into I don't got the blue letter Bible on this phone. All right. Which it goes into cosmos.